The final fall and the name that refused to die. Napoleon, while on Saint Helena, knew that the war was over and that he would never rule again. But what he didn't want to admit was that the story itself hadn't ended. The emperor who had stunned Europe, broken kings, and reshaped wars was now imprisoned on a remote island, far from any throne, close to the end of his human life. His body weakened, his health deteriorated, and his enemies waited, not out of fear of him, but to make sure he became part of the past. In 1821, Napoleon Bonaparte died, far from France, far from his army, far from everything he had dreamed of. But strangely, his death was not the end of the story. It was the beginning. Europe, which had been terrified of his name, began to tell his story. The people who had hated him started studying him, and the soldiers who had fought against him began learning his strategies. He lost the throne, but he gained immortality. He became an idea before he was a man, a reference for every leader and inspiration, for anyone who had ever felt rejected. History tried to bury him on an island, but the name refused to disappear. Leaders would end, and others would rise, turning into legends, but Napoleon was the most dangerous of them all.